I got some new games. Oh, what a glorious day. Oh, getting new games. The kids show you can wait. Hey everybody, Jim here with another quick little pickups video. I've actually picked up like a crazy amount of stuff within the past couple of weeks. I'm basically hoarding my games because big announcement here. This summer I'm actually moving back to the United States. I'm actually moving to Texas, of all places. I'm going to be in the San Antonio, well, kind of in that area. For as far as I know, I've already been in contact with some cool YouTubers there, and hopefully gonna have some fun when I do eventually move to Texas, probably in about the next 4 months. But until then, I've been hoarding up a massive amount of games, and I thought I would just do a quick pickups video just highlighting some of the cooler games I've picked up recently. So let's check them out. First up, I got a lot of PS2 games, but these are some that kind of stood out for me. First up, this game is Sengoku Basara Cross. The Basara series is kind of a series very much like Dynasty Warriors. It's put out by Capcom, except it has a very over-the-top Japanese style to it. This is a 2D fighter based on that series. It's published by Capcom and it's developed by Arc System Works, same developer as Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue. So this is a really excellent 2D fighter, Basara Cross. Here I have a copy of Seiken Densetsu 4, one of the sequels to The Secret of Mana. A really great action RPG, beautiful graphics, amazing music. I really love this game, Seiken Densetsu 4. And then here I've got two JoJo's Bizarre Adventure games released for the PS2. This first one is called Golden Wind. It's made by Capcom. It is a 3D cel-shaded kind of beat-em-up fighting action game. Really very cool. Love the design of the characters. I love the look of the game. It's kind of one of the earlier cel-shaded games. Still has kind of a Jet Set Radio-ish quality to it. And it's fun, and as per usual for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, very unique. And then the second one is Phantom Blood. This one was made by Bandai. It's another 3D beat-em-up. It takes place actually during the first story arc of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and of the two, I like Golden Wind more. It's just more fast-paced, more action. But they're both very good games. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for PlayStation 2, very cool. For PlayStation, got a few really good games here. First up, Asuka 120% Burning Festival Final. This is definitely a big step up from the other Asuka game I played on the Saturn. This one, really fast paced. You can pull off a lot of crazy combos. It's just a better playing game. It's really good. If you never checked out the Asuka 120% series, if you get a chance, I'd recommend it. There's some pretty cool 2D fighters. Next up, I got Vampire Savior, the EX edition. This is essentially just Darkstalkers 3. And that's a good thing. Very good game by Capcom. Another one, Capcom vs. SNK 2 Millennium Fight 2000 Pro. This one and the sequel are both really good, and it's actually pretty damn good on the PlayStation. I had originally played it on Dreamcast. That's a great one. Didn't know how good it would play on the PlayStation, but it's actually not bad. And then final game here, one I've been wanting to find for a long time, and I finally found it in a bargain bin for $1. It's complete with spine card and all. It's a copy of Ghost in the Shell, based on the manga and anime series of the same name. Really love this game. This did get a US release. I highly recommend you check that out. Next up, some Sega stuff on the CD consoles. For a Mega CD, I got a copy of Final Fight CD, widely regarded as the best version of Final Fight. Got a copy of Detana Twinbee Yahoo Deluxe Pack. Top-down shoot 'em up series by Konami. Really good, really like the Twinbee games. Then I got Jikyo O Shaberi Parodius Forever With Me. This is a side-scrolling shoot 'em up series made by Konami, and again, it's really, really good. Lots of characters to choose from, power-ups. It's super colorful and cool. I love the Parodius series. This game I was really surprised by in a good way. This game is called Astal. It is a 2D action platformer, and it looks amazing. It has really great sound design, and it's very fun. Having a really good time playing Astal. Check that out. For the Dreamcast, I have this really awesome shooter. It's called Raturgy. This is a top-down, cel-shaded, bullet hell shoot 'em up, and it's really, really cool. You have a shot and you have a sword that you can clear away some of the bullets with. It's really fun, really difficult, really great game. Raturgy. Check it out. By Capcom. I have a copy of Star Gladiator 2. The Nightmare of Bilstein. I believe this came out in the States as Plasma Sword. I really like this game. Another one of Capcom's kind of underappreciated fighting series. The controls in this game actually remind me a bit of Rival Schools. But it's a really great game, great soundtrack, and a lot of fun. And then this one, really cool, very interesting, very unique, Sega Gaga. It's basically set in the year 2035, and you are kind of hired on by Sega to make some great games for them. And it turns into almost kind of like a dungeon crawling RPG monster collecting game, but it's in the offices of Sega in the kind of near future. It's really very cool, very interesting, unique game. Sega Gaga. Alright, next up, PC Engine, always like that. First up, I got a copy of Ginpei to Maden. This is a really cool action platformer. 3 different styles of stage. There's side-scrolling, top-down, and then side-scrolling again, but it's slower and more hack-and-slash style. Really cool couple of games by Namco. Check that out. Here I have a copy of Sidearms Special. Sidearms is a really good couple of side-scrolling shoot-em-ups. There's the original one and there's this one, which is special. It's got original mode and the Before Christ mode, which I don't know why they called it that, but the original mode actually is the one I prefer. But really good side-scrolling shoot-em-ups, Sidearms. Speaking of side-scrolling shooters, here's Spriggan Mark II. Really good game and a lot of exposition for a shoot-em-up. There's a lot of cutscenes and a lot of dialogue in this game, but it is really very fun. Spriggan Mark II. And then this last game, it's in the Kunio-kun series. It's Downtown Neketsu something or other, Sore Yuke Tai something or other. It's basically a series of athletic events featuring the characters from Downtown, oh, that's the Japanese title. The River City Ransom, that's the American title. River City Ransom and Crash and the Boys and those games. This one did not get a US release, neither did the 8-bit version. This version on the PC Engine CD, really good with improved graphics, really good CD quality music, and some voice work. Always love the Kunio-kun games. Some Mega Drive stuff. First up, Rainbow Islands. Love this game. It's a great kind of like little platformer puzzle, not so much puzzle style game, but you're shooting rainbows and killing little monsters and eating food. And it's this very cute, colorful, very fun game to play, Rainbow Islands. Got a copy of Thunder Force 2, which has kind of a combination of top-down and side-scrolling shoot-em-up stages, and it's really very good. Got a copy of Aero Blasters, which is a side-scrolling shoot-em-up, which the way you get power-ups is a little hit or miss for me. You shoot a big tank thing and it explodes and all the power-ups come out, and you try to grab the one you want, and that just makes the game that much more difficult, but it's still really, really good. Aero Blasters. And then this one I like a lot. It's called Aero Flash. It's another side-scrolling shoot-em-up where you can transform between a ship and a mech, and then basically your shooting style will change. And it's just a lot of fun. It's good looking, it plays very well, good soundtrack, and it did get a US release if I'm not mistaken. Aero Flash, really good. And then on to some Nintendo goodness. Speaking of Kunio-kun games, First up, I have Kunio no Neketsu Soccer League. This is basically the sequel to NES World Cup, or Nintendo World Cup, and it's really good. Came out in 1993. Just more good soccer action, but this time it's like the world teams, and there's lots of different weather effects and stuff like that, making it really very fun. Here, I'm not going to read the entire title because it's a lot of kanji and I suck at that, but this came out in the States as Crash and the Boys Street Challenge, so it's basically like a track and field game featuring all the characters from River City Ransom and Nintendo World Cup and Super Dodgeball, those games, and it's a lot of fun. And then this one, the original Kunio-kun game, is called Neketsu Koha Kunio-kun, or Downtown Tough Guy Kunio-kun. It's a beat 'em up. It came out in the States as Renegade, and this one is also a lot of fun. Check it out. And then also on the Famicom, really happy to find this game, complete in box. It's a copy of Sweet Home. It's the 8-bit RPG/survival horror game by Capcom. It's really cool. There are some repro cards in English. You might want to check this one out if you want to kind of see the precursor to the survival horror game. Sweet Home is really excellent. And then 3 games for the Super Famicom. Another Kunio-kun game. It's Kunio Neketsu Baseball. It's all those characters, but this time they're playing baseball, and it's 16-bit, and it's a lot of fun. Check that out. Speaking of precursors to survival horror, this is a great game, Clock Tower. The original Clock Tower, mind you. We eventually got a game in the States called Clock Tower on the PlayStation. That was actually Clock Tower 2. This is the original on the Super Famicom, and it actually is very effectively creepy and pretty scary, which was surprising. I didn't think a 16-bit game could scare me, but it's done very, very well. Clock Tower, check it out. And then lastly, this game, as far as I know, possibly the last release on the Super Nintendo. It came out in 1998. This is Rockman and Forte, known elsewhere as Mega Man and Bass. Really an excellent game, really great Mega Man game. The graphic style is very much like Mega Man 8, which is very surprising. It's, for a Super Nintendo game, it's some of the best graphics I've ever seen for the system. And you can play as either Mega Man or Bass. They both play very differently, and they both play, it's very fun. It's a really fun Mega Man game. Rockman and Forte, or Mega Man and Bass. If you get a chance, try this one out, especially if you're a Mega Man fan. It's a really good game. And that's it for this pickups video. Like I said, I'm going to be hoarding up a lot of games. I doubt I'll be doing many more pickups videos, just because I do plan to get so much. I want to get as much as I can before I have to get out of here. But I do still want to do some viewer requests, so if you've seen any games in this video that you'd like to maybe see a little gameplay of, let me know in the comments. And like I said, this summer I'm moving to Texas, and hopefully I'm going to be having a lot of fun in Texas, playing some games and hanging out with some other YouTubers. I actually am looking forward to that quite a bit. So that's it. Thank you, everyone. Also, I'm at about 2,500 subs now, so thank you, everyone who has subscribed, liked, commented, whatever, followed my channel for the past 3 or 4 years. I really do appreciate it. And with that being said, this is Jim. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Take it easy.